Hey guys, Garreless Monitoring here again. So I just read a few minutes of web design, and again, nothing too terribly informative, but a few terms that were useful. So HTML is the markup language for web design, and CSS is the design language. I have no idea what markup means, but that's what they said. So it's useful to know that HTML and CSS are apparently two sides of the same coin. So if you want to do web design, you have to integrate both of them in one way or another. If not by yourself, at least you have to have two people who can collaborate to do that. At least that's the impression I got from reading this here. Other things, some useful products to use for working with HTML and CSS, I suppose, are Photoshop, Illustrator, and Adobe Fireworks. I think all of those are owned by Adobe, but I'd have to double check on that. For those of you who are not familiar with this, a language is separate from a program. A language is what does the stuff. A program is sort of what helps to run it. So it's kind of like, I don't know, think like a nail that you're putting into a house. And so like the nail is the language, the nail keeps the house together, and the hammer is the program. It helps you put the nail in. You could punch the nail into the house yourself, but that wouldn't work too well. So that's kind of the idea. That's kind of the metaphor I might give there, is that, and from what I've read about programming, is that if you just do a language without a program, it's kind of like punching a nail with your fist instead of a tool. So so that goes. Last thing was they covered how well-designed sites have continuity in terms of design, but they have to be asymmetric. So the reason they do asymmetry is because it's a form of leading. So when somebody looks at something, it looks incomplete, so they want to keep reading so that they can keep doing that. So so again, this is a design theory. Now, I don't know much about design theory myself, but these are 2 points that they cover here. So so yeah, that's how that goes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend I'm going to spend 40 minutes going over computer hardware. So I'm also studying computer hardware, so that way when my computer breaks, I'll know how to fix it myself. So I'll let you guys know what I learned.